feel like somebody. I'm paranoid, I can't sleep, I'm in the drug tank. I think these hoes and these niggas out to get me, man. I ain't never had nothing in my whole life. I'm from the ghetto, grew up on it. I'm paranoid, I can't sleep cause I was gonna keep.
Oh shit. Happy Friday, everybody. What's up? Mozzarella, what's happening? What's happening? Oh man. Oh man, oh man. How's everybody living today? Oh, it is kind of dark in here, right? Give me a second, give me a second. Fuck, man. It seems like this week has been mad long. And seems like this week has been mad long, but it's actually been like mad relaxed. What is going on with this freaking phone? New phone right here, actually. What is the visuals? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So this is like a Samsung Galaxy something 20 Ultra or something. Yeah, okay, so the image is crisp. That's what I wanted to know. Good. Good, good, good. All right, so good. Image is super good. So this makes it cooler to sit and chop it up with y'all. Sounds better too? Nice. This phone is oh shit, I forgot I had my headset on. Goddamn, my bad. This phone is actually out of control because I wonder if that was my mic. Is it? Possibly. Is it? This phone freaking zooms in like 20 times on video and 100 times on photos. Gang in here. What up, though? Yeah, it's just super big, so I haven't gotten used to it yet. How's everybody doing though? I know I do, because I'm always listening to music. So like, I always have my headset on because I'm always listening to music. I either have my wired ones in when I'm working, or I have these in, or just the other earbuds. But man, so this week I did something out of the ordinary. Every single vlog was daily or of that day. So I gave the effort just to try it out and see what's going on. Yes, because I do be doing fire alarms. So some of you that don't know what I do for work, I actually am a fire alarm technician. I do a little bit of electrical work, electrician work, shit like that to set up fire panels. But I'm always testing the fire alarms. So I get to run around and blow my eardrums out daily because that's what the job requires. But yeah, it gets pretty loud. Let's get a cold start 9K rev on the RX-7. Sir, that won't be happening. Oh man. But I mean, if I really must, I can start it. It's just gonna stink because it's in a closed garage. And if you really want me to die from carbon monoxide poisoning, I'll do it for the views. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I have no clue what is going on with this freaking phone. I got another charger. Hold on. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just getting everything set up real quick and chopping with y'all. The cold starts ain't a problem. I'm not revving it to the moon on the cold start. Here, I'll start it. Just so y'all can understand I don't need full RPMs for it to be destructively loud. Alright, that shit stinks. It's deadly. The garage is open, and the door next to me is open. So don't worry. I ain't dying. I'm not gonna kill myself. Should you sell your RX-8 to fund your R6? I don't think so. Keep the RX-8. Keep the RX-8 because practicality, right? The RX-8 is good year round. When your shit's aching, when everything's all bad, the RX-8's all good. So I say keep the RX-8. You can probably smell it from across the street, yes. It's pretty damn bad. Yeah, I might have carbon poisoning, but I'm sure after all of the years I've been driving this car, I probably been had it. 20B? Ah, I can't afford it. I'm gonna keep it funky. 20B stuff would be cool as hell, but I'm good. Jojo, you say you got some info for the toolkit? Yeah, I got some bullshit racing driver lungs. They're covered in tires, smoke, and the fumes. What's up, dog? How you doing? Oh, you should smell this. This is if this was scratch and sniff, y'all would be going crazy. What do I have done to the RX-8? Bone stock. And like 100% facts. I'm being completely honest. That car is bone stock. It's really fun to drive how it is. Um, it might not be bone stock for long, but for the moment, it's stock. Oh, you want the toge information that I go to? Mmm. Mmm. Um. Mmm. We'll see. We'll see. I might. I don't know. Just a visitor to that spot, so I don't like really want to blow it up in case it hasn't been blown up already. It's a very common place, but just it's locals that go there all the time. So I don't, it's kind of gotten mellowed out. So they're there causing havoc, but I don't know how friendly they are with extra people coming. But let me think about it for a second. I'm gonna get back to you. How fast I've gone on a street bike? 164 on GPS. That's the fastest that um, as fast as I've had nuts to go for. How about Cali Canyon Cutters on Facebook? There you go. That is a good group to join. Your girl just dumped you. Okay, hold on. I'm about to get back to you on that. Hold on one second. Uh, Plans, but it didn't bit me in the ass too many times. Uh, RX-8s are amazing looking. I really do like how they look. But is it to buy one with 100K? If it has paperwork that has been rebuilt. If it has paperwork that has been rebuilt and it has good compression, yes, go for it. Okay, let me get back to you. You said, okay, Ryan, check this out, bro. Here's how life works, right? Yeah, reverse entry said get money. Yes, get money. Get money is a temporary thing though, because when you're trying to recover from something that hurts you emotionally and mentally, money don't really quell it. You just start buying hella shit, and then so this has happened to me before. Do I really want to tell these stories? Kind of a little bit. It's happened to me before. I suffered huge heartbreak, and I married her. Right? So it's happened before to me, but it was at a point in time that I was making a ton of money, and all I did was spend money on hella shit. Clothes. I literally have clothes in bags. I have so much fucking clothes I can't fit in a closet. And then y'all see me always just wearing Dickies and hoodies and t-shirts. I literally don't ever use the shit that I bought when I had it, so that's not gonna help. Now, here's what I can tell you. Just keep moving forward, right? Proceed forward. Now, with the emotional situation, it depends on what type of person you are. If you handle shit emotionally properly or emotionally improperly. Like me, I'm dealing with a whole lot of shit because my brother still hasn't gotten off my mind. I'm still not okay with it, so I just keep pushing forward. That's kind of why I vlog with you guys a lot more. I do these Friday things just to chill and chop it with people, right? So you need to surround yourself around some shit that keeps your mind off of it. Once you keep moving past it, you're going to eventually forget why it made your feelings hurt. Then that'll be it. That's how you get over it. Surround yourself around good people, stay focused, keep working, stay busy. Don't overconsume yourself on something because you're trying to hide it, but just stay active because it keeps you sane. And that's kind of the, like I said, I had a very bad breakup with my wife, but it only lasted a year. And you see, 22 years later, I've been with her for 22 years. How many people watching this while on the toilet? You a wild boy, but I really hope that you wipe 2 fingers right up the crack, the middle finger for the butthole, and then you kind of just get that sidewall. And then when you flip it and fold it, take the other pass, you make sure you get the other sidewall and you go back through the tank one more time. And then make sure your ass is clean. No itchy asses, okay? Um, hold up. So, yo, this one group, right, that I had that I'm part of, it's a super chill group, it's a cool group. But man, they've been giving me shit all week for I won't say for driving streets or running the back roads, but I guess the fact that I did that in that way. Now, what a lot of guys don't know, because I've never shown it, I've never put it on video, is me driving back roads like that, and everybody just thinks I'm a drifty boy. I'm not just a drifty boy, right? So I do everything. How I even found drifting was because this car at a track day at Sears Point, before it was called Sonoma Raceway. Well, after it was called Sonoma Raceway, it's been Sonoma Raceway, then Sears Point, then Infineon, and everything. Anyway, I found drifting from grip because I drive loose and not full counter steer, but just a little bit. Anyway, long story short, I got that talent from driving back roads, but I never posted me driving back roads. Only thing that's on my social media is drift, and everybody thinks that I'm just a drifter. So these one dudes in this group have been giving me shit, and I absolutely don't care. One thing about me, a man can say anything in the world to me. If they don't know me, I don't give a shit. You wasted your time talking to somebody down in a down way that ain't leading from love that don't care, right? And then, I don't know. I guess they just some people get full of themselves and they talk a little weird, and I don't accept disrespect. So, I poke at people, poke back at them, and make fun of them, and it just got pretty funny the last couple hours. But I think it's all smoothed out now. Um, let's see. That boy said way too much. All right, what up, dog? What up? What up? The poop tutorial be real, man. Y'all know, cuz you be having a little bit of the, we call it, we men, so we call it the sweat stain. We know that shit don't be sweating. Oh, man. Well, where's everybody from, though? What's good? I can still hear this music. I don't want this. I have been getting demonetized all week because I've been not editing out my cuss words, so I don't want this to get demonetized. 8 a.m. in Malaysia. Damn. Well, thank you for waking up with me. UK, what up? What up? That's what's up. The Brubs. New Zealand. My Rotary brethren. The keys open doors. You're from London, 1 a.m. Staying up with the boy. I appreciate you. Simba's from under a rock. Jersey, shout out. Frisco, always rotating. What's good? I might be out there in a little bit. The RX-8's going to hit the back roads this weekend. Sacktown, what's cracking? That boy said cock. What? RX-8's going to hit the back roads this weekend. South Carolina, what's Gucci? Santa Cruz, oh, I need to hit Highway 13. What should I take on Highway 13 now? Stockton, my boys are out there working on an R1. That R1 that I was on FaceTime with trying to work with the guy, he's in Stockton. Louisville, Kentucky, you got all the wait, is that where they got all the Corvettes being made? So I was thinking about doing that, but the place that I go doesn't have reception. I could go live with this phone, and now that I know it has crisp video quality, this might be a thing. So maybe what I'll do for those that are interested is I'll go live driving to the spot. When I get in the spot, it's going to be dead silence, and you'll get the runs from the vlog. But this might be a thing because, dude, I'm telling you, this phone is massive, bro. It's like a freaking TV. Highway 13 is a road in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is an amazing little place. Monterey, so Laguna Seca's in Monterey, and then all of these little areas are kind of in the same spot. There's some real good roads going to them. Oakland, what's good? Toronto, what's good? Shouts to the outs. Tail of the Dragon. Somebody just said they were going to the Tail of the Dragon very soon. RX-8 chassis are amazing. You should take it on Highway 48. Or what's that, 49? I'm blind as shit. So here's the thing about the RX-8, right? RX-8 is an amazing car. It's just so slow. So, like the Miatas, right? Those Miata dudes were riding. But the Miata being so small and so light, it has such an advantage of decel and acceleration. The RX-8, it's still light, but it's a little bit bigger. So I gotta just be like full pedals, right? And it depends on the road, uphill or downhill. I know this sounds like super initial D technical, but yes, uphill versus downhill is a thing. With how my RX-8 is being stock. And being set up for a lot of grip, that's going to be the deciding factor as to how I drive it on which type of road. But I just want to take it there to, I was about to say the name of the place. I want to take it to the place that we were just driving at because I just want to see how it does. Used to live a quarter mile from Santa Cruz. Damn. Meet out in Napa Valley. Somebody wants me to go take their ever ride with Dank Willie. Oh no, dude, he's in. I wish I would. Okay, so all right, I want to do vlogs like Brian 636 or Dank Willie. Just the problem is they get demonetized straight up. Same with like the Brat Vlogs cat. Doing a lot of wheelies goes as reckless driving or whatever they want to quote it as. So, I mean, this doesn't matter. Monetization doesn't matter to me. I work and I get good funding, right? But I want it to have reach. Like I don't want to get shadow banned. Like I mean, right now I get it. We're small, so I don't really crack into like the thousands of views and all of that shit. But I try not to do stuff that'll go like too crazy and then be like, oh, this is tight. People start to see the videos and then they get cut because they don't get like put in suggested and things like that. So maybe I would do like a Dank Willie or Brian 636 style video. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't have the nuts for it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I do. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, I'm not getting caught in nobody's backyard in the Santa Cruz Hills. F that. What's up, Ty Taylor, VP? What up, though? What up, though? Love, love. Um, RX-8 is an amazing cornering vehicle. Philly, Hector, what's happening? Oh, so you with the young bulls out there in Philly, huh? Okay, let me catch up with these comments. Boom, boom, boom. Used to live a quarter mile from this. Skyline multiple times a week. Skyline is the shit. That's kind of what I have to base my cars off of. The Skyline is bumpy as hell. Dude, I love my RX-8. Yes, it lives at 8K, but god dang, anything under 7 is trash. Um 944 is a gang. My boys had quite a few of them. Monkey London shit is cool, right? Um, I guess I could start filming like that. Like him and Shmee, they both have multiple cameras, and I always roll with like 5 or 6 GoPros, so I guess I could do it. I have the availability to do it, but I don't know. I mean, everybody knows it's me, a fucking big brolic nigga with a hoodie on, mobbing. I could put a happy face on my face while I drive, but I mean, they know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, no doubt. Um, but yeah, I'm just really all about laughing and spread. And dude, my laugh is so infectious and obnoxious. I wouldn't be able to hide myself at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, it would just be wild funny to do it. Maybe I should do it one day. I'll probably do that one day and just put a big old happy face over my face. But obviously, when I get excited when I'm driving, I laugh and yell and all kind of extra shit. So, um, oh, okay. Funny story. You just said test drives at dealerships. I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm also gonna show you a video. But I had to keep them private because I didn't want the dealership to get in trouble. But let me answer some IG questions. What up, though? What up, though? Typhoon intake would be bad with a stock hood. Yes, RX-8s apparently do not like intakes unless you get out in front of the bumper and down. If you do under the hood, it just sucks in heat and they hate it. They perform not so good at that point. So that is the reason why I've left it stock. Um, Take Aaron to the back rows. Farron Aaron? I don't know how Aaron will react to that. That would be funny as shit. That would be a great video. Oh man, the garage is all right. It's all right. It's the cars that's outside that are. I need a bigger space. Um, I had been talking about getting a warehouse and shit, and then Mike and other Aaron got the warehouse. I'm like, oh dang. But I'm still gonna do it because either that or I'm buying another house with a way bigger garage. I think that is the plan. All right. So doing test rides at dealerships. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to this phone. The camera's hidden in the screen. So like I got this big ass screen and then this tiny little spot that you don't think about the cameras there. I keep putting my big ass sausage fingers in front of it. Test rides at dealerships. So I did that before when um, I was working at this dealership. I got brought in there. I won't name the dealership, but I got brought in there to purposely drive the shit out of cars. So I was what they called um, I'll even fluff the name, a quality control test driver. But every time that I drove a car, I was supposed to drive the absolute shit out of it. Um, so I used to set up a camera in the car and my phone in the car and capture the driving footage. But after all the excitement was over and I get back to the dealership and get ready to go grab the other car, I was like, if I keep doing this, these are people's cars. No matter that the dealership is taking care of it and whatever, like, see, Tesla in Fremont is cool. They have their own test track. I had to find a way to do certain things without getting caught by the police, without bringing heat back to the dealership. So I had to be very crafty and cunning. Needless to say, the reason I quit was because it was extremely stressful and I'm risking my license, you know. And if you think about it, right, if I get caught, if I was to get caught, the dealership's going to be like, not on us. Even though internally it would have been, oh, my bad, Lex, oh, my bad, we got you. But no, it's like I have a spotless license and I don't have any issues with my driving record, right? Like none. And it just wasn't worth it to have a blast. And then if I put the videos out and somebody like, hey, that's my fucking car, I didn't want to deal with all that. So I stopped. But I've got a lot of videos that are privated. Um, I've got a lot of videos, dude, that are that are privated that would be interesting. So if you think that the back road stuff was pretty cool, it's basically all of that without anybody telling me to stop, without anybody telling me to slow down. It's at my discretion in real back roads with real situations in extremely fast cars. Um, yeah, I can't say the type of cars because then I'll give it away. But those that know. You do that at your dealership now? Yes, more. Yeah, I was a car fluffer. I really was. All Yamahas, but I got one Kawasaki, which I don't like. But hopefully that gets out of here. It was a Ryan. It was a fun job until it wasn't fun. When I started to get to the point where I was consciously knowing, like my dad has always told me something. My parents are like real awesome, so they've always told me things that have kept me grounded, right? And so one thing my mom always told me to deal with shit is either okay or oh well. A lot of shit in life that happens, you can either say okay, I'm cool with it, or oh well, fuck it, right? Those two things always happen. The other part is my dad always said when you're doing stuff and it's cracking, you got a shelf life. So, shelf life of food, you understand products, it expires. It's going to go bad. So, eventually, if you keep that in mind, you could be having a blast, right? But us as humans, we do things too excessively. I just hit a brain fart, old man moment. But we do things excessively because it feels good to us. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, all of that. We continue to do things until we hit a hard stop or we can't get, or the train's out of control and it's derailed and it won't stop. And then we have a problem. But if you mentally be like, the getting's gotten good and I'm backing away from it. Sometimes you have to do that to keep yourself safe. Now, like I said, with this week, with everybody yelling at me about mobbing back roads, yep. And I don't say like, I don't make excuses for it because I know what it is. I know what I'm doing. But it's kind of an it is what it is type thing. You know what I'm saying? Just because it is what it is. But I do understand the risks. I do understand when things are wrong. So you just got to get what I getting's good. And then like when my boy was saying back off, and I could hear it in his voice, he was really like, "Yo, back off." Then you think, okay, I got somebody else in the car with me. Oh, also, if I'm running hard behind dude and he does something that might be uncharacteristic and something happens with him, I have a really active conscience, so I would feel terrible if anything happens. So that's why it's like, oh, back off, and whatever it is, whatever it is. If somebody feel like they did something to me, they got the best of me, I'm cool with that because I don't have an ego, right? I don't anymore. Used to have a big old fucking ego. I'm a Leo. Like my birthday's in a couple of days, so that just lets you know I do have a huge ego, but I don't anymore. I've learned to control it. As I gotten older, ego shit doesn't really matter. Like 9 times out of 10, you could think I got the best of this, and then you could think, who really cares though? You know what I'm saying? Yes, might be it. Everything comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? I might. I was thinking about getting a YZF, but I don't know. Yo, those Mustangs are out of pocket. I got somebody that wants me to take their Mustang to another back road, a different back road. We might see that in a second. Oh, you just gave me an idea. I could do an OnlyFans for street racing. Yo, I'll put a bitch as a header. Somebody come there and be like, wait, what is this? That would be hella funny. No, I didn't drive a white Hellcat. Like, I do need to drive. Okay, so I have a theory. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it at the racetrack though. I'll probably speak on it in a little bit. Street racing hard out. What did he say? What did he say? How are 1000s on back roads compared to 600s? If you are man enough to handle 1000s, there's no comparison. 600s are for fun. 600s are mini bikes. So if you can muscle a 1000 and you're very smooth on your roll on, there's no comparison. I mean, so like I said, or for those that know, this R1 is only 3 pounds heavier or a couple pounds heavier than that R6. But this is 174 horsepower, and that's 120 horsepower. So if I'm in the back road and I have the same tires on it, because well, I have Q4s on the R6 and I have Q3s on the R1. Dog, if I'm smooth on the throttle, ain't no there's really nobody just gonna get away from that kind of bike. It's insane. That bike, that's why I call it a Koenigsegg. It's a 1-to-1. It's 1 horsepower to 1 kilo. So that's extremely fast, and it feels exactly the same as the R6. So in the back roads, that bike with a confident rider decimates 600s. But when it's reverse, 600s with a good rider will catch everybody else slipping because 600s could be pushed so hard, and I can crack throttle open on them quicker than you would on 1000 with a lot of torque or with more torque. Um, OnlyFans with Mike's exhaust clips. Jesus. Boom, 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 boom. So um I haven't driven a Hellcat before. Now I kind of want to, but it has to be the right condition. So I have a like I was saying, I have a thought, I have a theory. Um, as the R1 is a '05. I have a theory about those types of cars, and I think I'll be able to show it because I just like the Mustang. So we have a theory about the Mustang. We're going to make a full video on this, and this is why I'm driving a lot of Mustangs right now because on the LO I'm conducting experiments Like that GT500, I drove in track mode with no traction control, and I was flooring the hell out of it. 740 horsepower, which Max said it did like 680 something at the wheel. He got it dynoed, and that is a lot of power for those roads. But that car has a lot of other shit that standard Mustangs don't. So we're gonna make a full video explaining that and showing you just the exact reason why those cars are deemed tough to drive, which they aren't. Because people in the world that race them, they know that they're not, and they know how to deal with it. But there's that's the problem with like racing. Sometimes racing, they get information to make something better, and then they hold it up here, and they don't tell nobody else. So then the regular enthusiasts, only if they had got it in, and somebody may have blabbed on the internet and got the information. It's just not easy to find. So just standard people, they just go out and do what they do. Um, There's an R6 and Oxnard dude was busting 750s. Oh yeah, I've never look. I've never had a problem running down anything that I wanted to run down. Let's just put it that way, right? But with how fast current bikes are, because let's just say where I really was pushing the line on back roads, I stopped doing that like in 2009. So um, after I had my son and really settled in with being a parent, I was like, all right, I don't need to be going that hard anymore. So I stopped pushing the line. Riding back roads, cool, but pushing the line, like some cats will tell you, and I had a huge ego at that point. Um, I pushed it really hard to guarantee that if I wasn't first, I was on the person that was up front's ass and he could not shake me. So that it was like I didn't have the stress of having to pass him and get around him. It just he could tell, yo, he wasn't playing. So nowadays, it just is what it is. Most of the bikes now, they're pushing like 190 horsepower. If a guy's using it and he's good with it, he ain't being caught. I'm not catching him because I don't care to push it that hard. I won't beat you, I'll meet you. That's where Mike got that from. My boy Antoine, he always used to say that because he was never pressed with being hella fast, but he would ride back roads. So he wouldn't try to beat us, but he would for sure meet us. So that's how I go now. But say I do press the line and somebody's back there and they're not as stable on that leader bike, or they're not as stable. I mean, shoot, most of the 600s got way more power than what I'm used to as well. And they just crack it and I mean, bro, if y'all been paying attention to Max Wrist and Two Wheel Jesus and Devil Rider and all that shit, certain times, dude, just give it up. I'm not about to push it with you, because I'm finna go home. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna stress my brother out being my guardian angel trying to chase me down because I'm being an asshole at this age. I'm chilling. So sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And hopefully you don't fold your damn self in the fold them part. How does the Boost compare to 1000? They're just cruisers. Boosters are not race bikes, right? But because they're comfortable, they're torquey, they got the gearing. So Boosters are a GSX-F. They're not a GSX-R. So big, long, low. You know what I'm saying? They're just Mack trucks, but like they'll run real good down low. And I don't know if I'm not on my game or something, they can, get a gap. But top end of super bikes are always going to be the achiever. Now, if we start modifying, yeah, there's more room to do things with high boosters, turbos, this and that. I could turbo the R1s, I could do all of that stuff, run nitrous, whatever. But my preference is for bikes to be geared with a thinner chain and to have at bare minimum filter and exhaust. So they don't be completely stock, but they're quick enough. They're quick enough for the street. Like honestly, I don't need 200 horsepower on the street. It's just not y'all see, and some of y'all see how I ride. So I'm not about to just utilize 200 horsepower out on the street. Devil Rider's a different animal. He's very, very different. I heard he be those that know what they're looking for can see him in TJ Hunt videos. Um okay, the biggest difference between those two Mustangs, and even I've driven some newer ones. So the and this is why I really hope that I get to drive or okay. So I've driven the ZL1. I want to drive Z28. The biggest thing that those have are the Magna Ride shocks. The the Mustang has that as well. That car, if you looked back at the video that was from the back of the Mustang going forward when we were kind of catching B-roll, the car doesn't tilt. There's no tilt. That car is always steady, planted flat. It doesn't matter if it's raising wheels up in the car, like if the corner has like a nice camber and the car is soaking the corner up with the wheels, the actual car doesn't do this. That thing is putting so much meat on the ground at specific times. It was absolutely insane. Like I said, I was flooring completely a 680 wheel horsepower car. When you saw the shot when we went around the biker and it was clear road ahead and I floored it and I shotgunned back in the seat like that, the car didn't do this. That's why I shotgunned in the seat because it said go and it went. So that car is absolutely attaching itself to a road in a like superhuman way. So it's really different. When we took the other Mustang in the back, that fuck is tilting, bottoming out, doing all kind of cool stuff, regular car shit. So I will be able to see how the Z1 handles in the in the back road, but the thing that I think the ZL1 might be, and I don't mind. I know what it is. The thing that the ZL1 might be doing that is going to be a little different is the fact that the tires that it has on it are a little bit taller of a tread block, and that moves around. So it's going to be moving around on top of the car moving around on top of how the Magna Ride is handling it. And with that kind of movement, the Magna Ride is way more intelligent than we are. So it's going to be changing how the car operates. So I just want to see what it does. It's going to still be great. Way better than anything that most people drive, but it's just going to be a little different. All right. Live axle IRS and the Mustang. The red Mustang GT500 IRS, the white Mustang GT track package, the pseudo boss is a live axle. I can get through the back roads just as confident in the live axle rear car, but the only thing is how you apply your steering inputs and your throttle. You can get just as aggressive, but you just got to have a little bit more thought in it. The IRS Mustang is just like, let's go now. If you want to go fast, come with me right now. If not, be slow. And that's just how that car is. It was making me drive it so much harder than maybe I would have wanted to, but who knows? How's the Track R6 coming along? Track R6 is a gangbanger. It's tight. It's done. It's ready. I need to get it on the track. So I don't really want to push it super hard in the back roads because track, well, it's not a track tire, but like super R compound tires, once they heat up, when they're done being heated up, done. Not done in a sense that you shouldn't ride on them, can't ride on them, but don't push them. So I don't push it on the street. And I will change tires, but I want to put it on the track. I have a whole nother set of wheels that I'm putting other R compounds on, and I'm going to run a few sessions to get comfortable. Then I'm going to run a few sessions on the brand new R compounds to really push the line and see what is really good. So that's why I haven't been riding it too much. And plus, it's an R6, and I love them, and I want to do wheelies on it. So me not driving on the street keeps me from doing wheelies. Brief idea of the difference between the Mustang Tech. I think that's what I just got on. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, if you know what you're looking for, Devil Rider is in a few TJ Hunt videos from a couple months ago. What up, MR2 Scroll? I like that because MR2s are twin scroll turbos. Eli, yes, it is stiff as hell, but it's very comfortable. And with the adjustments of the suspension, how it makes adjustments on the fly, it just, you don't notice that it's doing it, and it's just good. Have I ever ridden a Busa? Yeah, that's a Hayabusa that I have in the intro of the vlog. That looks like a car dashboard. It was fast, but the speeds are fluff. Hayabusa guys always want to tell you how fast they went, but if they don't have a GPS corrected, get out of here. Cause I damn near did the dash and GPS actual was 147. That's the slowest I've went on any bikes. Not saying that it couldn't have gone faster, but when you look at the dash and you damn near bury the dash to 170, the later models have 220 or something on them, but the one I was riding, I think it only had 180 on the dash. So when you bury it, and you're thinking, oh yeah, this is enough. You feel like the speeds are off, but they shouldn't be that far off. That shit was 147 miles an hour, and the dash was buried. So Busa guys, unless they can show me GPS, okay, you went fast. like the other R1, when that shows 170 something, it's 159. This R6, it's very geared, but when that shows 160, it's 145. So, I didn't think the Booster was going to be that far off with stock gears, but it was way out the ballpark. Left field off. From Trinidad and Tobago, he's here. What's happening? What's up, Moto Rides? What's good? What's going on? So, let's see. Plans for the bikes. I kind of got them all where I want them to be, except for the R1. But I've got something that's going to be going on pretty special with that. So I will for sure get back to this R1. Matter of fact, dude, this R1 sounds so good when you start it up. Let me just give me the light. Hold on, dude. That '08 tail conversion looks amazing on this generation because the factory tail is just so big and bulbous. But dude, listen to this bike when it fires up. It sounds hella good. Yo, it sounds like so much more of a grown man than my R6 does. When you fire up the R6 after that, it sounds like a young child talking to his father. This damn R1 sounds so freaking good, especially on startup. We'll see how it sounds when I have the cameras turned backwards on full tilt. Um, all right, so I'm waiting on some parts. The old Yami, she is sitting right here looking real good. I love this bike, but I loved to ride it a lot before I had the other bikes. Um, and then I modified it, the 2017 rear suspension, the 2007 front suspension, so it feels similar to the R6, right? But it's not an R6, and that's really apparent when you like really crack the throttle and get into it, and she just stops at like 11 and a half RPMs right when you feel like the getting's good, because that Joker revs to like 15 and a half. The other R6 is revved to 16 something, technically, supposedly, but this bike feels good, and I have just dedicated myself to fully restoring it. I have to do vinyl on the mid fairings because I can't find the 3HE NOS factory OEM red and whites. So I'm just gonna have to get plain ones and or just wrap these with the finish up the factory livery on them. And I'm gonna get a shop, and I'm just gonna sit this thing off in a corner and just let it look gorgeous, darling, gorgeous, for the rest of her life, and ride her every once in a while. Um, Thank you, Manful. The garage is all right. It's all right. Um, yes, sir. GSXR versus GSXF. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to catch up with these comments. Do you ever touch anything from the what? Did I ever touch on anything from the shooting? Yeah, kind of. I did. I guess so. We drove right past the person that got shot. Um, we were just in like honestly, I wasn't scared. My boy wasn't scared. I know Jeff was freaked out, and I know Mike was just kind of like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" But um, yeah, we drove past the person that was laid out, blasted, dead. The cars that ran down towards us, that mashed towards us, one had the girl that got shot in it. Turned out the girl that got shot, my boy knew her mother or grandmother. Real weird, real small world, but luckily we didn't get touched. Oh, you sold it for 45. That's a come up, my boy. Do something good with that bread. Make somebody smile. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just whack. Somebody just got to blasting on whomever like that, and then shit went past the person they were shooting at us. Um, ooh, a Honda VF4 400. I would love to have that bike. The Mach 5 of bikes. Yes, it damn near is. It damn near is. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, I will for sure be hitting the canyons. I try to lately, if you're speaking on the bikes, I try to lately do canyons with newer riders, and I don't really push it like that because I want them to enjoy the canyons. Like motorcycling is all about enjoyment. I don't want anybody to be terrified of their motorcycle or having a motorcycle because I want people to enjoy motorcycles and not just new motorcycles. That's the whole sole reason, the factory purpose for me having all pre like um I say the superpower started in like '06. So this was kind of the start of the superpowers, but this is why I have all bikes under '05, '06. So I want people to not be scared to go buy older bikes, to enjoy older bikes. And maybe if you do have to tinker with them, aside from Kawasaki's, because they always need something done and they never want to be right. Although I got it mostly fixed, and I swear to God, if she don't start on live, I'm gonna be mad. Oop, she gonna start. I hate these bikes now, but they're good bikes. I just don't like them because of Aaron's. It had the same exact issue that this has, and then his developed something else, which is really weird. But that's why I have older bikes. I want everybody to enjoy the bikes as they are, not do too much to them. If you're into slamming and stretch it, that's cool. That's whatever. But 600s just look really weird, slam and stretch. If you're gonna slam and stretch it, be on a leader bike. Um, but mostly, biking is for pure enjoyment. I mean, think about it. When you're driving your car, how many times have you driven your car and you've had your phone in your hand, right? Not just about you being aware, but just the fact that you're devoting some of your drive time to that phone in your hand or paying attention to other shit. When I'm on the bike, even though I have a phone mount on the bike, I don't look at it. I'm enjoying my ride. If I'm listening to music, I'm listening to music. I just enjoy the ride. It's just super peaceful, super calm. After a while, you tune the wind noise out, and you're just chilling. So you could really catch a vibe and a zen. And like the homies have ridden with me, like Simba and them, they'll tell you, dude, I'm listening to music. I am vibing, bro. And I just move through the traffic, and I don't really care about too much. Um, You always wanted six. Dude, 636s are the shit. I learned to love it. I don't know why when I gave it away, it became a whole ass bike. I don't get it. That bike was perfect. I never had a video where I said, oh, the 636 did this. It was, dude, super solid. And I learned to love it. The fact that when I gave it when I gave it up, it took 2 days for that bike to develop a problem that has not been remedied since. I don't get it. That bike is just I don't sleep well every day because of that bike. Even though I don't it hasn't been hasn't been troubling me because of what's going on with it. But I just don't I just always feel bad about shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm that type of person. I have a conscience about certain things, and then until it's 100% remedied, I still don't feel great about them. Boo, 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 boo. It did know where it wanted to stay, which is crazy. Obi, what up, dog? It's this phone. This phone is, I don't know. And I think it's because when I do my vlogs, because I use like 6 different types of GoPros, which I really don't be using 6, but I use a lot of different types of GoPros, and trying to get them all to have the just standard natural quality. And I like for the vlogs to look a specific way. It's like kind of like well, that's corny. I like vlogs to look a specific way, so that's why they look like that. But this, yes, this is really strange. Somebody brought up a great idea, which I'm gonna do. Use this when I'm driving to like back roads and things like that, and playing live, and then you'll get the vlog with the potato quality. Um, how did I get the job and position I have? From really good friends. I tell you what, yo, if all of my friends, all of them that I currently have in my circle, I have known for 20 years or better. So, friends, when they really care about you, they look out for you. Um, Knowing that I was unhappy at that test driver job that I was at, and I really felt like they were using me as a scapegoat to get something done that it was a risk of only on my part, and I was uncomfortable. One of my friends was like, "Yo, come work with me." So I went and worked with him, threw beer around for a while. Then he left and did something else. I kind of knew that the company that we had worked for was just kind of going up and down into a shithole. So I left and went to another place temporarily. And then when he was able to get me on at the other place, it wasn't a thought. I was all right. I was making some good money, just long hours. And he's like, "Yo, come over here now." So when people put a bag in your pocket, yo, cuz always got good credit with me. Niggas can say whatever they want about him. He got one person in the world where it's like, I ain't finna let you talk like that, because you know what I'm saying. He's kept every time the measure of a man, right? And since my channel is 99.6% men, I'm talking to you men, and on the IG too, right? It's not about how popping you are. If you popping by yourself and you literally only popping by yourself, you a lame. If you don't reach back and really got fools that you fool with, and if you're not good people to other people, you a lame. So when you bust moves, because I bust many moves that have been like successful and brought people with me, I always reach back, like, come with me real quick. There's been times my other homeboy, he'll tell you, there's been times where I haven't even told him what the move is. It's like, "Yo, come with me. Come. Driving me to LA or driving me here, driving me there." And they be like, "But why? Wait, what? Why? What?" Don't why, wait, what? Ask me no questions. Just let's go. And then boom, a position is really cracking and it's popping. And so that's why I always support my friends when they have businesses. It doesn't matter if I can get it cheaper elsewhere. It doesn't matter if they'll even let me do it for free. Do whatever for free. Support your people. So when you bring them with you, and my boy, like, I mean, honestly, I already had a house. I've had a house since I was 16, right? So it's not like I really changed too much. Um, I've always had a really interesting lifestyle, right? So, as having an interesting lifestyle, I've always had homes and money and stuff. Okay. So the fact that he did put me in a good position. It wasn't like, oh, dude, I owe it all to you for doing this or that. But I hella appreciate it because when I was uncomfortable in a certain position, um, you allowed me to come through and elevate. So it's always good when you bring your folks with you, and even the cats that are like, when you got something, when you're really popping, just know, if you know when somebody's done you good, always repay that karma. If somebody has done you good in your life and there's still good people around you, it don't matter if you kind of haven't, just because, dude, that's why I've kept my same phone number for at least 20 something years. People can always call me, and I always have their numbers saved, even if I haven't talked to them. I just changed his phone. I literally spent all day, I had my wife do all the shit that needs to be done, interchanged and changed all of my stuff, so I have every phone number that I had my other phone, because you never know. I just hit people up sometimes and be like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? How's everything going?" Just out the blue. If they got the same number, cool, you know. But yeah, that's how I got my job position. The job position was something I never thought about doing, but luckily I took on with it, and it's been dope. Honestly, it's literally been dope. And then since, like I said, my homeboy kind of put me on in a couple places. Sometimes you gotta tell your homies, thank you, I appreciate you. Um, yeah, no doubt, dog. I mean, you really just, I'm all about, no matter what my past was, no matter about none of that, right? I'm all about good vibes. You have to have good vibes. If you don't have good vibes, or you're all about you, I notice it, right? I've noticed, there's a lot of people that be around that just be like too self-absorbed for their own good. But that doesn't make me treat them any different. I'm still like, it's all good, because eventually you're gonna hit a spot where you're like, hey, yo, it's been good having fam around and whatever, whatever. Let me chill and fall back off of that. You know what I'm saying? And again, like when I worked for the railroad, um, that was a job that I got put. Dog, honestly, shit, yo, since I was 16. No. When I was 16, I took over a pizza parlor. I brought all my homeboys on. We ran the pizza parlor. The people that owned it, they took off and went to their other pizza parlor and said, y'all motherfuckers have at it. Y'all making hella money. Keep it rolling. Don't cause no problems. Cool. Boom. Then I went to another place. I went to Circuit City, and I was rolling the dough in Circuit City. God dang, commission was hitting, right? And then I brought three of my boys on there. And then three of my boys came and rocked it out with me. And we rocked it out. I made good friends there in Circuit City too. A couple of my current friends that are now to this day, since 2001, came from Circuit City. But then my other boy that I brought on, he said, yo, I see a future for doing something that makes hella bread that we don't have to do nothing. You should come on. I said, nah, this is rocking. So I stayed where I was. He shot off and went to the railroad. I should have shot off with him, because I ended up going to the BNSF railroad anyway. He took off 6 months before me. Dude, seniority went like this, because when I came on, I'm under like by thousands of people in seniority, but I went on there. 10 years there, six-figure jobs for 10 years. I'm like, whoa, this is tight. But people didn't like me there. I'm just me, right? Not mean to nobody, I just don't talk. So somebody didn't like me. Somebody put me in a bad position. That bad position, they did something very crazy, and they didn't want to admit to it. They got rid of me on a technicality, kept everybody else. Whatever. Remember I said okay or oh well? That was an oh well. Oh well. I had to figure it out, because I got a kid and an old lady and a house mortgage to pay for. Well, who am I going to complain to? Ain't nobody to complain to but myself. Let me get this shit cracking. So I went and got another job. It was mad temporary. They was doing the max. My license was at risk. I was unhappy. My boy said, come on over here. I'm back to making money, and then keep flipping and keep rolling and keep flipping. And until this day, boom, This is how it all vibes. This is how it all moves. But positions happen for a specific reason. You go through stuff for a specific reason. If you complain about it, you ain't accepting your blessings, man. And not to get like religious on y'all or whatever, because that's kind of just really about your spirit. Have a good spirit about everything. Shit could be bad. My fucking brother is dead. How? He went to sleep. I talked to him that night. He didn't wake up. I should be technically punching the shit out of everybody because I got some unsettled shit in me that I don't know how to deal with because my brother has been with me my entire life. Now I'm solo, right? But you think of it in a different way. Hey, he used to ride with me and he's the only one that can carry me as a guardian angel. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't stress him out by doing too much when I'm on the bikes. So that's how you kind of got to see things on a silver lining. There's always going to be good in something, always, but you got to be open to see it, right? People that I meet, I kind of see the spirit in them that they're good, like Manip Mac, right? He's got to tell you his story. Y'all have to check him out. Check out his YouTube because I'm going to make him sit down and tell you his story, right? He looks like he's all happy and go lucky, and he is now, but he's got a story to tell y'all. And when he tells you, you're going to be like, damn, that's crazy. He's got pictures and everything, right? So a lot of people that are around me, my OGE, he's the same way. There's a story to tell, but everybody has a story. So as long as you keep the right mind, your story is always going to be good. It's always going to progress and get better. And every chapter is going to be better than the next one. So, I mean, like when I used to sit down and tell y'all with the podcast type thing, and I feel like this is a better format to talk to y'all in. But, dog, I got so many stories for days. My brother watched me die in front of him. I've drowned before. Right in front of my brother. And some people sat up on the beach and watched me fight to my last breath. Then when I went under, they said, here, take these boogie boards and go get them. Then my cousins that couldn't swim jumped on boogie boards and swam way out in the middle of this lake, this reservoir, to save me. Went down underwater, swiping for me, hoping they were going to catch me. Somebody caught my wrist and pulled me up. They laid me on the beach and nobody knew how to do CPR. Luckily, I laid on the beach. It came to like 2-3 hours later. Burnt like crazy. And I was laying on some sharp-ass rocks. But those are the things that I've experienced in my life. Should I be mad at them people for not, help him right now? You know what I'm saying? When I'm out there in the water struggling, the 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute could have felt like an hour. I don't know. All I know is I was struggling for my life. And they didn't jump to action. But see, if that happens around me, just being good people, even if I don't jump in the water instantly to save person, go get him. Like when we came across dude that was laying there in the back rows when I was riding with Mike, when he showed y'all in the video, dude was bloodied up, effed up. But I stopped, turned around, ran up there. The crowd is all congregating over this looking like dead man, dying man, and they're not doing shit. You, get the hell out the way. Have you called 911? Who's his family? Boo, boo, boo. Okay, cool. You get over there, call 911. She's screaming, she's crying. Let her be her. Who's his wife? This lady looks like his wife. She's already doing chest compressions. Cool. Y'all over here, get the man's legs lifted up or whatever. Don't touch his helmet. They were doing all kind of weird shit. So I just tried to facilitate it, right? Everybody get your cars out the way because people are just stopping in the road, blocking it. The ambulance is coming. If she's on the phone with 911, y'all are blocking the area. The only people that can help are the people that's coming. And if you blocking them, you going to kill the man. After that, I'm out. Because there's really nothing I can do. But you have to at least stop and be a good person. So I just want everybody to vibe out real good, real tough. It's Friday. I like to jump on after work on Fridays with y'all just because it's cool to kick it with y'all, man. I do simultaneously do it on the IG and YouTube, but it's good because I can reach everybody everywhere. I'm sorry, I know there's comments that are going. Okay, cool. Not too bad. So I just want y'all to be like, to vibe right, man. Vibe good. As fucked up as the world is, right? It's all screwed up. People got conspiracy theories. They blowing up Beirut. Kind of looks funky, but who knows, right? We got this going on in America. Other places got that going on. It's so much stuff going on. If you're only looking and focusing at the messed up shit, you ain't gonna have a good disposition, yo. So that's why we got TV and all of that here, but I don't look at it. I be on IG messing with y'all, looking at what y'all doing. Everybody just having a happy, good time. I look at it. I smile. Everybody's having a messed up time. Woo, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Or if there's people that be hitting me, yo, man, I ain't feeling good. Somebody reach out or tap in. I always be like, yo, what up, what up? Just a simple what up can just start a conversation for somebody that's feeling really bad, man. Um, you know, dog, I used to listen, or I still do, but my routine every day is like I listen to a certain radio show, I listen to a specific type of podcast, and then I listen to music in the evening. Dog, from morning till the time I decide I've had enough, all it is bullshit about Trump and this going on in the world and that. You cannot have like a good chill day when all you're hearing in your ears somebody else's worries, what they're worrying about. I don't care what no man is worried about, but I do care about what you're happy about. So when you're sharing good vibes on the timeline, I'm having an awesome day. If I see nothing but trash and debauchery, I scroll past it because I don't want to have bad vibes, yo. And I need all the good vibes ever. So the fact that y'all tune in, man, I hella appreciate y'all. I really like the vibes. Yeah, you just gotta have it, dog. It's not, that's why I found it hella fun. Damn, I know this is going on, what, an hour and a half? Look, I found it to be amazing to go back in the back roads, right? And first we kind of were like, oh, well, this is a secluded area, and we weren't minding, going and doing whatever we were gonna do to film. And as we're going in, like I'm having fun. I've never driven this car before, and I'm chasing behind my homeboys. I'm looking in the rear view, and I'm laughing, and I'm having a blast because some dude's in like a 2010 Corolla pacing with us, and he's rocking. His car isn't capable to do it. He's skidding and understeering. There's smoke's flying off his tires. But dude, I'm laughing my ass off while I'm piloting a 680 wheel horsepower car through a back roads I ain't never been through. You know what I mean? But that was funny as hell to me. And then when we turned around and went back in and mobbed, and then the dude with the Accord popped up, like boom, Challenger appears. It was funny as hell because I'm looking in the rearview and I look at my boy, and then I see these headlights pop out, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'm again supposed to be focusing. I'm like, that's like an Accord. What model Accord? I'm supposed to be mobbing, but I'm looking at this Accord, and then when we get bunched up on the bike, or I'm telling the guy I'll go ahead, but he doesn't go. So then I'm like, okay, cool, let me blast off, and I blast off, and I have a blast, and then meet this good dude, right? Because I cut it out, but I'm like, hey, nigga, stop. But he kept mobbing up Pinehurst. So we're chilling, talking, and when he came back down, it's like, yo, stop. And then that's where you see in the vlog, we chopped it up with him. Cool dude. So then I pop up last weekend at the back road. And then we meet another group of dudes. So I just like good vibes. Those dudes had good vibes. Dude with the Accord had good vibes. I enjoy good vibes. So I show up where there's good vibes at. When people being real shaky and funky, I avoid it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really just about good vibes because I have the freedom to do a lot of shit. I can go drift. I can go ride motorcycles. I can go grip. I can go play video games if I felt like it. I'm in so many different like facets of things. I'm just searching for good vibes. So, stuff just is what it is, and I just want y'all to be good to everybody, man. There's really no room for like weird shit. Be very direct, and don't let nobody screw you over because a lot of shit is being really weird out here in this world. But I really want y'all to have a damn good time at everything that you're doing. If you're frustrated building a car and you get held up on some BS, that's fine. You got held up for a second. That's really all that it is. You can get back into action and get it back to shaking. And sometimes you just need a reset and to take a minute, away from your time, just to stop and reset. Sometimes that's really good for you. You know what I mean? I've been working on these cars and these bikes and had a damn tough time before. And then when you take a stop and reset and then go back out, you'll be working so fast through your issue because you got some clarity and some stuff. that you won't even know that you had a problem. So, you know, everybody be good. Enjoy your Friday. Drink a beer. Do whatever you do, but do it with a smile on your face, man. Chill. Have a good vibe this weekend, and I'm gonna catch back up with y'all on Monday, bright and early. Not bright and early, actually, 9:15 my time, and uh, you guys will see what I get into this weekend. So, um, hell yeah, hell yeah. Have a good week. Man, yo, you stayed in here for an hour and 15 minutes. You are a real one. Oh, also, I'll let you guys tell me. Somebody suggested I update the intro to the vlog. I'm open for that. Just let me know what you think. So I may work on that this weekend too. But yeah, dude, this is tight. I like the fact that it's got really good quality video. Hit me on Facebook or IG. I'll help you find a KA. But for everybody, man, have good fucking vibes, yo. And that's it. That's all there is to it. There ain't enough room for negativity in this world. Let this world be fucked up. But y'all be good in it, though. You heard? All right, I'm out on this thing here. I'm ending the amazing.